What's going on, SODO population? As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos, and it's over! They did the thing! It's all over! We can go home now! No, they over the weekend, there was a great big blog. It had a whole bunch of stuff. From SODO Kamen Rider Aqua 2, and then SODO Chronicle. There even was some Sentai Yudo news that was phenomenal this weekend. But easily, the best part of the news was the reveal of the SODO Chronicle Kamen Rider Aqua and Kamen Rider Taja doll set. It's almost everything we wanted. Almost everything. They teased us at the end that something almost came, and now that's all I can think about. But you know what? I got almost exactly what I wanted. Let's take a look at that. Now, I will say right off the bat, we're going to be saving the Gotchard news for later on this week, as well as the Sentai news, the Yudo Sentai news for later on this week. So definitely subscribe if you want to get more information on that. But for now, check it out. It is the set. Now, this is a premium Bandai set, so keep that in mind. But last year, I think it was last year, they ran a poll, a fan vote. We did I'd say quite a few videos about it, where they said, hey, these are all the things that we've released before. Let us know what you want us to re-release, what's more difficult for you to get a hold of. And then there's this other vote where, like, hey, there are these figures we've never had a chance to do. Obviously, we'd like to do all of them, but these are the ones that we want to either prioritize, or these are the ones that are gonna get made. And there's a whole history behind why Aqua has been so in demand, especially for me, but we'll get there. Either way, these two figures ended up being the most in demand for that whole vote. You could vote once a day, one for the homework one, which was all the figures that weren't made yet, and then the resale vote, which, you know, had everything that they had done before and that they wanted to re-release for you guys. So these were the two at the top, and this is incidentally a Megamax set, which is great. And they did specify that in the fan vote that the homework set figures would be made up to specification with the latest SODO Chronicle models, so we have all the articulation there. And the resale vote figures, those would be re-released with almost exactly the same specification. Nothing taken away from it, at least. Well, it turns out that anytime that they've been re-releasing any of the resale vote figures, they've actually done it up a little differently. Like I said, they didn't go less, they went way more. So there's plenty of extra paint on this guy, a lot that we have to dive into, as well as all the great color hits on this guy, and all the articulation. I can't wait to dive into him. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about the TaJaDor part of this TaJaDor set first. And like I said, tons of paint, but the same base mold has been used. We do get, I want to say, the minimal articulation that we were given in the arms for all the classic OOOs figures. That's going to be present here. I mean, I'm personally okay with it, but, you know, since it works with the rest of my collection. But don't expect a brand new figure out of this. However, they did give new older fans a reason to pick this up, because all of the paint hits here, these used to be stickers, and now, since this is premium Bandai, all of that, every single bit of that is paint. Really, the only thing that isn't painted is the belt, because, you know, there's some small details in there, and there's a swappable, like, different version that you can use to make the cracked Taka metal, and put that on in here. So that is an option available to you. Anyways, there are some other things they wanted to, you know, sort of compare and contrast. I believe it's the TaJaDor Ta. I don't know what bird that is. The top of the head bird, that's actually all painted in. All those All those little details there, that's paint, which is wild to me. The chest, those used to be 3 separate stickers, but now you really get that impression of, you know, the animals sticking out of there. That looks really great, and especially the Taja spinner. The mold was there the whole time, like the intricate detailing was all there the whole time. It was just covered up by a sticker. Not so much anymore. This looks absolutely fantastic. What an upgrade. And on top of that, they decided to pack in all of the premium Bandai wing and knee sets, or not knees, but you know, like leg swapping sets that they used to make this final attack version. This was made available in premium Bandai with, I believe, some other figures, and they just wanted to give you a complete package here. Speaking of the complete package, like I said, these do work with all of the other different forms that we've been given, so the play pattern is still intact with this guy. So, if you never got TaJaDor for any sort of reason, this is a decent way to pick it up. It looks very good. You don't have to deal with any of the stickers. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, the masterpiece. The absolute masterpiece. Kamen Rider Aqua in SODO. This is everything. This is everything I've wanted. There's no other figure I've wanted more. I've wanted this figure since GO. But overall, taking a look at this guy, yeah, we got some stickers on the back of the hands. We got some stickers around the ankles, and maybe a little bit on the feet. It's a little hard to tell there. But God, this is just beautiful. I'm so glad this wasn't sort of fit into a retail set somehow, because you do get the premium paint here. I am so excited about this. I'm wondering if the chest is removable, so maybe you can get some different swaps in there with some other figures. I'm not sure. I'm so thankful, so grateful that this figure is finally here. This is Aqua's first... Yeah, I think this is it. This is Aqua's first action figure. His one and only action figure. It took this long. It took until now for us to get a proper Kamen Rider Aqua action figure. I believe we had like a World Kamen Rider or something figure. I have one of those figures. He hangs out on my desk all the time. And then I'm pretty sure we have a Safubi, but this is the very first action figure. And what a figure it is. Like, you have the updated spec of all the SODO figures so far. This is the figure. This is exactly what I want. And like I said, we've been waiting for this since GO. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you were hanging around at that time, but let me set the stage. It turns out that around this time, Ride Plus 2 was happening. Now, this is a companion piece to GO's main line. And in this line, they decided to give us a whole bunch of the future riders so far. They gave us Shinobi, they gave us Decade, all that in these sets. Now, Ride Plus 2 was getting announced. It was getting trickled out. They announced that there were going to be some figures in there, Hatari, a whole bunch of stuff, very cool things. But then they said, hey, next week, we're going to be revealing that there's a new figure in this set that you haven't seen before. And they put that text in blue. That led a lot of us, a whole lot of us, to believe it was Aqua, because I think it was that week Aqua was going to show up the same time that they were going to make this reveal. Then, once the reveal came, it turned out to be Kashin. If you don't know who that is, that's because no one does. It is the foot soldier that showed up once in a blue moon in GO, and there was so much disappointment. So much so that they had to change their whole, I guess, teasing scheme from the future going forward. They were like, oh shoot, we gave false expectations to just about everybody here. Everyone thought it was Aqua. So that had been brewing. Once they finally said, hey, we're doing the homework vote, and you get to see, you get a figure that you've been wanting. Once Aqua was on there, that shot up to first place. They told us it was first place. This was the most in-demand figure, and now we have this beautiful Mega Max set. Legitimately one of my favorite Kamen Rider movies. And I'm just so happy with how this set turned out. Would I have liked Aqua on his own? Would I have liked Aqua, without a re-release figure? Sure. Yes. Absolutely. But the fact that we got him at all for a character that only has upwards of two pieces of merchandise, yeah, I'm gonna take this. And on top of that, they did also tell us in the blog itself that they wanted to do his rider machine, his jet ski. I kind of forgot what it was called. I think it was like the Time Ride, something about it. But they were gonna give us his jet ski, but they ran out of budget and they couldn't give it to us. I am genuinely so heartbroken that didn't happen. But you know what? Aqua's still here. I'm living. This is my favorite figure. I'm buying 10. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just so excited for this set. Now, I've been talking a lot about this set, but I haven't exactly given you like the big details. Oh, actually, here's everything that's coming in this set. They didn't really make that clear in this slice of the blog itself, but like I said, TaJaDor is going to come with all of its option parts here. These look really nice. These are all well painted. Very happy with that. It even has the OOOs scanner, which is very nice. Aqua is going to be coming with 3 different sets of hands. A regular splayed open hand, I guess, sort of high five or like, Aqua posing hands. And then punchy fists. I love a punchy fist. And it's great because, he doesn't really have any signature weapons. I mean, outside of that beautiful jet ski. But yeah, either way, I'm fine with the loadout here. Would there have been room for more? Sure, but this is everything you need to make an effective Kamen Rider Aqua set. So anyways, this is Premium Bandai, so do keep that in mind. I believe this comes out in December, so get your wallets ready for that. And on top of that, this is going to run you an amount of money that I forgot. Let me look that up real quick. But while we're here, I don't believe I saw this on ToKollectibles. So if you guys out there have any sort of other ways to get Premium Bandai items, that would be a good option because, like I said, I haven't seen it on ToKollectibles. If that changes, I'll let you know later on in this week, but it's going to be running 5,390 yen, or 5,390 yen. So I want to say roughly $50 for this set, which you could do worse. I don't know. I'll pay any price for this. This is the one figure that I will bend over backwards to get. I need this set. Anyways, I believe that's it. Thank you for joining me on this ride for so long. This feels like the end of my wants. Like anything that I want now, it's like I can take it whenever. This was, I don't know if we'll ever get something like this. We finally got it. This is it. This is exactly what I've wanted. And if you want more SODO information, well, we've got more coming later on this week. But if that's not quick enough for you, we've got a video talking about the premium Gashapon Gotchard releases. Yeah, it's a little weird, and I get into it in this video right here. So, like I said, if you haven't had your fill, definitely check this out. Also, thank you to everybody who sent me congratulations that SODO Aqua was coming. That was wild. I really appreciate it. Even Josh called me personally. What a good time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me here. Keep it